That misses 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Adonis Garcia gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Adonis Garcia
drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Just starting things out here in South Florida. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Freddie Freeman will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Nick Markakis stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Prado into shallow left. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
batting sixth,
Hector Oliveira stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. A man on third with 2 down. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. And this is hit hard up the middle. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, D. Gordon.
And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. And he falls behind now. 2-0. he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And for a starter, he has one of the better fastballs you're going to see. That one at 95.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches here to start the bottom of the first. At the plate, Martin Prado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's too high, and he's in there at second with a stolen base. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A runner at second, nobody out. Down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out.
Oh, great play.
It's late. He's safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Chris Johnson makes his first appearance here, and he'll do so in a good RBI spot. Leadoff man at third with one down.
You said it, Matt. This is a great opportunity to cash in that early run. And credit the last guy for doing his job by getting that runner to third base. That's a very productive at-bat.
In the air to straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Oh, and the throw by Markakis is a beauty. He is out at home plate. Jock Peterson makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Cozart has his target. 1-2 on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High in the air out to center field. Santana is there. Makes the play. 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Ozuna. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. set to deal on 2-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Number 27 will get his first cuts here.
Number 27.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Giancarlo Stanton, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Giancarlo.
Circle change, too low, ball 1. That's inside, 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now. Chopped weakly to the left. And he's retired, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Santana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Markakis. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. Marcell Ozuna is ready for his first AB here in this one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Adeiny Echeverria takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Fastball in there for a called strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up. A step on the bag for 1. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Ender Inciarte will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Number 11.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Stepping into the box, Eric Ibar. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Cozart sets. Here's the 1-0. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Ozuna. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Adonis Garcia strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
He's running towards second. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. Echeverria's there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Freddie Freeman strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. fastball called for strike 2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one. And that leading off the inning, JT Realmuto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. In there, 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop. Lifted in the air to center. Inciarte on the run. 1 out. Jared Cozart steps in now.
Jared Cozart.
And now the manager brings his outfield in here with the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't want to get burned on any weak bloopers. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Garcia is right there. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. D. Gordon will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. First pitch of the at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Inciarte moving in. And the inning is over. Nick Markakis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Lifted into center field. Santana waits on it. 1 away. Striding into the box, Hector Olivera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Cozart into the windup. Here's the 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Jock Peterson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Martin Prado, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Markakis. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Chris Johnson will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Danny Santana will dig in. He tripled and later scored his first time around.
And hopefully that triple is the kick that he needed to get him out of that slump that he's in. Let's see if he can keep it going now.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. A.J. Pierzynski heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Santana on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Number 27 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitter. He's not dancing around the zone.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed 0-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out. Ender Inciarte stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And that's in there for a strike. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hot shot on the ground to short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Marcell Ozuna, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And that's over. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
To 2-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Hit hard towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Adeiny Echeverria will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. There's Ibar. Throw in time at first for out number 2. JT Realmuto is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peterson has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Eric Ibar makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Third baseman
Adonis Garcia will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Runners on the move for second. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw into third, but too late, and he's safe at third. Freddie Freeman steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Well hit by Freeman as this one's in the air to deep right field. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And look out as that one ran in and got him. At the plate, Nick Markakis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ozuna on the move. And no one will track it down. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he is in there. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-2, here it comes. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Oh, and he botches it. He will score as Markakis drives in the run. It's now a 2-run lead at 3-1. Hector Oliveira will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. 2-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Outside,
3-0 now.
And remember here, you've got a base open at first, so a walk is not the worst thing.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Stanton has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. Jock Peterson will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Second and third, 2 away. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Mike Dunn will get the call here in a big spot as he... Tyler Flowers will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mike Dunn will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. Ichiro Suzuki is going to come off the bench. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Pulled toward right center field. Inciarte is after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And Ichiro will try to stretch it for third, and the Marlins are off and running here in the inning with a leadoff triple.
The batter, number 9.
D. Gordon will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Back to the mound and off his leg. The runner does score from third, and let's hope he's going to be all right. Martin Prado comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Right there for strike 1. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Nobody out. Runner on first. Runner going a second time. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Pickoff move to second, and he'll be back in standing up.
Keeping an eye on him.
No one out with a runner at second. Belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Inciarte, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-3 game. Standing in, Chris Johnson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. A runner at second, nobody out. Nope. 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hard hit at third. And he's retired here, 1 away. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Giancarlo Stanton will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time. Into the windup and the pitch. High and deep to left center field. Inciarte going back on it at the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Garcia is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
This change for the Marlins.
Number 27. We'll see if he can turn things around. He's struck out twice thus far.
Yeah, not an auspicious start for him, Matty. But you know what? It's only going to get worse for him if he carries those ABs into this one. You got to forget about it.
Drew Stubbs is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline. Prado's up with it. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. Ender Inciarte stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out. Eric Ibar will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. None out, runners at first and second. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And now a two-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Adonis Garcia ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that...
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Second and third here. One man out. Hit to third. Prado is there. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. So a big moment here, and standing in, Freddie Freeman, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Just missing here, 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here, 2-0?
I think he's got to.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Game hanging in the balance. The 3-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Oh, this pitch is... And they will get... No! He's in there. A very close play at first. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-3 game.
Now batting,
Hector Oliveira gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3.
time for the traditionals.
Jim Johnson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Jim Johnson.
Driven out to deep left center field. Inciarte racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
Now batting,
Standing in is the potential tying run, Marcelo Zuna. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. In there for strike 1, 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Adeiny Echeverria strides in, grounded out his last time through. From the stretch, runner breaks for third. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, JT Realmuto. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Derek Dietrich will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
You got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Into the seats, 0-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Garcia is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Garcia will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Tomas Telis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a flare out to left center. Ibar onto the grass. And that retires the side. Caps will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Jock Peterson will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it. He's got it 1 away. Tyler Flowers comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jim Johnson will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Kelly Johnson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Kelly Johnson.
To third, reined in. To Gordon for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Ender Inciarte gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, D. Gordon, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Jason Grilli is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jason Grilli.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Inciarte giving chase. And that's the first out of the inning. Martin Prado stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Way outside. 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Markakis is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Chris Johnson will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Justin Bour will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. And Ibar will make the catch to retire the side. Eric Ibar will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Fernando Abad will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Number 41, Justin Bour.
Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bour in foul ground and reined in 1 away. Adonis Garcia stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up.
1-0.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll step off and try and reset. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. This is line to left. Ozuna is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman,
Freddie Freeman gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Bounce towards the second baseman. Gordon is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Arodys Vizcaíno is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Danny Santana ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. Number 1 will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 1,
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. There he goes. A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. On the move again from first. Pitch swung out and missed. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Hard hit to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Marcell Ozuna digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Bullet back up the middle. In there, a base hit. The relay, well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he is out on the tag. Adeiny Echeverria comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base.
Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves: 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game.
From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. Today, it's the home opener for the 2016 season between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Number 11.
Ender Inciarte is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Swing and a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Eric Ibar will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
When you look at what this guy has done so far this season, it hasn't looked very good, and you can tell why. He's only had 5 hits in his last 10 games. That just adds to the mediocrity.
And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. There he goes. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. On the move again from first. Taken for strike 3. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with one away.
Third baseman number
Adonis
13.
Garcia steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And a lot of times, harder doesn't equal better. You know, it's great to be able to blow guys away, but you got to be able to find the strike zone now and then.
Santana has a read on it. 2 down. The relay throw, and he is in there. Coming to the plate now, Scott Van Slyke, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Chen sets. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Out for the Marlins, second baseman, D. Gordon.
Fastball in there for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Outside, 2-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this is right by Freeman down the line. It's a fair ball. Into the box, Martin Prado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. Chris Johnson takes his first trip to the plate with the leadoff man still at second with 1 gone now.
Well, it would have been a lot nicer if that number 2 guy could have moved him over to third base. It would have been easier to drive in that early run, but guess what? A single will probably still get the job done.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis He's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he's safe. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance in the inning. Freddie Freeman will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's ball
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Tyler Flowers gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
The 0-1 pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Ozuna is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Hector Oliveira is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Rocket to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. On to first, and they get the double play. Danny Santana will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, Matty, the good news is that average is on the rise. He's batting over 500 in his last 10 games, so he's as hot as anybody right now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Markakis. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Standing in, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ozuna.
And a ball, 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. Hard hit at third. To his right, Garcia. Throw gets him, 2 down. Adani Echeverria gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Nick Markakis is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. That misses, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Sinking liner toward left, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway. The pitcher, Manny Banuelos, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Up next for
Ender Inciarte will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
Good job of going the other way. Almost felt like he was looking to go the other way, trying to drive it to the opposite field. Let's see if he does the same thing here.
And they get the force over there for the first out.
shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Eric Ibar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Chop foul right at home plate. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I think I might have seen a flinch there behind the plate, but he wouldn't ring him up.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Ozuna. He gets there, and that's the second out. Adonis Garcia stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
High pop-up. Johnson is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. JT Realmuto digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, JT Realmuto.
Ball 1.
And he takes ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Batting ninth,
Wei-Yin Chen will get his first opportunity now. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. D. Gordon will get a second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Yeah, it was a nice at-bat, good way to start off the game. Probably hopes to carry it through the rest of the at-bats.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Now a drive that'll carry over the head of Ibar into left center, a base hit. Martin Prado stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And he'll be back in standing up.
Simple throw over there.
First and second now, one man out. This is in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Markakis, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Chris Johnson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matt, not only did he fail to get the bat off his shoulder, he went down on 3 straight pitches. And that's pretty much a wasted at-bat. So this one's got to be a better effort.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Markakis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Scott Van Slyke, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chen's got his target. Here it is on 2-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in once again, Freddie Freeman. He drew a walk his first time up. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Smoke toward the hole. The flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. Tyler Flowers is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danny Santana is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Markakis has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Ready for another chance? Marcell Ozuna. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Comes back with a dandy of a curveball there, and it's a full count, 3-2. Smoke toward third. Garcia comes up with it. Throw on to Freeman is low, but Freddie able to dig it out. A nice play there.
The batter number 3.
Danny Echeverria in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air to right field. And Markakis will make the catch, and the side is retired. Hector Oliveira heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Chen gets the sign. Here's the first pitch.
Oliveira.
In there, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. Echeverria's there. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Nick Markakis will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. So stepping in, Manny Benuelos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left fielder, number 11.
So striding in, Ender Inciarte. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. That's inside. 2-0.
And one of the things he's been real effective at so far is coming right after guys. But now he's looking like he doesn't really want to challenge here.
On the ground up the middle. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1. Eric Ibar is in to try and get that second run of the inning across as he'll have a runner at third now with 2 away. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Too high, 1-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Santana over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. JT Realmuto comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch coming, here it is.
Realmuto.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Wei-Yin Chen steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
Wow, just not going his way right now. Slumping pretty hard. He just needs some solid contact to get that confidence going again.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. He's running towards second, and they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. D. Gordon steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Van Slyke is there, 2 gone. Martin Prado will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hard liner toward short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Adonis Garcia makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Third baseman number 13, Adonis Garcia.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. chopped in front of home plate. Realmuto gonna have to hurry. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Scott Van Slyke will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
Gordon is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Freddie Freeman strides in, grounded out his last time through. Chen's ready. First pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Freeman will head to second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Tyler Flowers will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Prado fields it cleanly, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Chris Johnson will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck.
Johnson.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. This is line to left. Inciarte has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Danny Santana will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Runners off for second. Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. And that is a foul ball. Just missing extra bases deep in the corner. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him.
Keeping an eye on him.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. So this is pulled in by the shortstop, but they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Marcell Ozuna will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Leaning into the dugout, and he makes the catch. Oh, a great play there. Hector Oliveira is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Second baseman, Hector Olivera.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And he's retired here, 1 away. Nick Markakis will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Chen into the windup. Here's the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone. Standing in now, the pitcher, Manny Banuelos. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. And that's dead center for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And Ozuna will make the catch to retire the side.
It's time for the traditional.
Adeiny Echeverria steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Into the windup and the pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Nope. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Runner goes for second. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. He's on the move again from first. Pitch is high. The throw. The tag, and he is cooked at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Van Slyke. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Standing in now, the pitcher, Wei-Yin Chen. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. And he'll step off and try again. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Line toward right center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. D. Gordon ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. Martin Prado gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Chase Simmons will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Justin Bohr will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Justin Bohr.
This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Chris Johnson digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Weekly hit to third. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Ender Inciarte comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Here comes the first pitch.
Ender Inciarte.
Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Now the pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Eric Ibar will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Eric Ibar.
Up and in for ball 1.
Counts
Our
1-0.
pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here.
Third baseman number 13.
A solo shot here to left as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece. Popped high in the air. Johnson is over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Scott Van Slyke will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Stanton shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giancarlo Stanton digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
39. Jason.
New pitcher coming on now as they'll turn it over to the former number 4 overall pick back in 1997, right-hander Jason Grilli. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Center fielder.
Danny Santana digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Marcell Ozuna. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Freddie Freeman steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Lifted the other way to left center. Santana is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay, and he is out at third. And that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
Now batting,
Tyler Flowers stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Hector Oliveira stands in now with 1 down and a runner at first. That would be the go-ahead run if they can find a way to get him all the way. Carter Capps will take over in a tie ball game with 1 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Into the box now, Nick Markakis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Markakis.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And they can't run it down. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now both runners on the move. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless... Echeverria stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
The shortstop.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is in the air to right. Markakis has a play. He's got it 1 away. JT Realmuto will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
JT Realmuto.
And he'll step off and try and reset. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Van Slyke, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away. So a big moment in the ball game here. Carter caps, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied.
Your attention,
Derek Dietrich will be called upon.
Number 32, Derek.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone. So coming to the plate, D. Gordon, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base.
The best thing he can do right here is just keep it simple. Look for something to hit and think middle of the diamond.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here. Justin Bohr readies for a big at-bat here. All he needs is a fly ball to bring home that winning run at third. He's set, and the pitch. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over. So good.